friends! I'm Nora from Atlanta. Please like and subscribe to Fareev for amazing stories. I was born just a minute after my twin sister, Sookie. She was my twin, but we were nothing alike. We didn't even look like we were sisters at all. Sookie, with her long golden locks and blue eyes, seemed like a Barbie doll. As for me, I might have looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. There's a saying that families are like fudge, mostly sweet, but Sookie is absolutely crazy. All she ever wanted to do was have fun, and she was born with a really short fuse. Like one time, Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, and Sookie thought it would be fun to squeeze the ketchup bottle at people. Thank God I was safe, but not for long.
Hey Nora, would you like some ketchup?
Saying that, Sookie squeezed the bottle so hard, instead of being angry, my parents were laughing.
Sookie, you sure know how to have fun?
Yes, you are so naughty, but Mama loves you.
I wasn't surprised when the waiter tried to stop her. She went ballistic, and eventually we were kicked out of the place and banned from ever coming back. Even when we would have exams, Sookie would never take study seriously, but still somehow managed to pass. But that wasn't for long. When we reached 10th grade, she failed and had to repeat the class. I wasn't happy that she flunked, but I wasn't sad either. I got to enter 11th grade without Sookie, and it was awesome. I was finally my own person and no longer the sister of the most gorgeous and hot-tempered girl at school. I focused really hard on studies and aced every exam, and soon was top of my class. I had my life goal set. I needed to be the best and get that one scholarship to my fave university that was offered to her school. While my parents were happy that I was excelling in my studies, they were even prouder that Sookie joined the cheerleading squad. Mom went so insane that she threw a full-fledged party for Sookie, wearing her cheerleading uniform from ages ago.
Oh my love, you keep making us proud following your mom's footsteps.
Seeing how everyone was just hovering all around Sookie, something inside me flipped. Like seriously celebrating. She joined the cheerleading squad. In case you guys haven't noticed, I aced my 9th standard exams. Okay, fine. I might have overreacted, but I did have a point. Mom and Dad just rolled their eyes and went on to enjoy the party. Well, I felt like I'd get a headache, so I went outside in the garden to catch some air. Feeling frustrated, I kicked the dirt, and that's when I saw a guy.
You idiot. You stupid, stupid idiot.
Huh? What the heck? Hey, watch your mouth. You're standing in my garden calling me an idiot and stupid. How dare? The guy raised his hand, and when he removed his phone from his ear, I felt my cheeks turn red. He wasn't talking to me.
Beautiful, gorgeous. That's what I call you, not idiot and stupid. It was just my friend on the phone.
Who was he? He did look familiar, and then it hit me. It was Dad's friend's son, Ian. Our family used to be super close, but Ian and his family moved to England like 8 years ago. It's you, Ian, the guy who always stole my ice creams.
Yep, it is I. The guy who heard you tell your mom on a beach picnic how bad you needed to scratch your butt because of the sand.
Oh gosh, why did he have to remember that? Once summer vacation ended, I found Ian in my class perfect. As if having Sookie in high school wasn't enough, Ian was the most annoying guy ever. First, because he knew so much about my childhood and would keep telling classmates how I used to be a cranky, weird kid. And second, because he was so competitive. He wanted to be number one at everything. He played in the school's soccer team and was also excellent in studies. But I was a tough cookie. I was always one step ahead of Ian, and I wasn't going to let him get my scholarship at all. One day, I was in the library preparing for this really tough advanced math quiz. Just as I was trying to figure out a very difficult equation, someone snatched my notebook. It was Ian.
You're welcome. I was standing behind you, and I just couldn't bear it anymore. If you had paid attention to the prime number theorem, you wouldn't have to find a workaround for this question.
I would have figured it out, but yeah, this way it does seem easy. Well, I guess thanks are in order.
I already said you're welcome.
Saying that, Ian sat next to me, and we both started practicing together. After that day, Ian sort of grew on me, and I started to like him. Soon, we became really good friends. We always studied together and made our assignments together. We both wanted the same scholarship and hoped the best one would get it. One fine day, as we were sitting in the cafeteria, Sookie came out of nowhere and tried to be a little too sweet with Ian. Thank God he ignored her. But once we were at home, Sookie had a full-blown meltdown about it.
Are you just hanging out with him to make me jealous? Like, he is so cool, how can he even talk to you? How dare he ignore me?
I don't know. Maybe because he knows I know what the cube of 2 is, while I guess you don't. Plus, haven't you noticed he isn't into you?
Ugh, nerd? Fine. He is cute, but not that cute.
Saying that, she left in anger. If Ian had chosen me, she had to accept it. But had he chosen me, he was always so charming around me. I would often catch him looking at me, and he'd give me just the cutest smile ever. We'd always sit together and study together in the library. He even walked me home every day, after school too. Every time he'd touch my hand, I felt as if my heart flipped, but we were just friends, nothing more. One day, Ian and I had to meet in the library to discuss an assignment, but he didn't show up. When I went looking for him, I saw him with Sookie in the empty hallway. He was holding her hand, and they were super close. I felt gutted, and I ran home and locked myself in my bedroom. Mom and Dad tried to talk to me, but I didn't let anyone in. Later that night, I felt hungry and went to get dinner. That's when I heard Sookie talking to one of her friends. I almost ignored it, but the moment she said Ian's name, I lost it and barged into her room. I know what you're doing. Which stay away from Ian. Got it? Is that him on the phone? How could you? Sookie?
What the heck? Get out of my room. Nora, stop being a nosy jerk.
Saying that Sookie pushed me out of her room. And the entire night I felt so angry. It was my fault. I had been too scared to tell Ian how I felt. I needed to fix this. So the next day, the moment I saw Ian, I dragged him into the library and confronted him about Sookie.
What are you even talking about? Nora, I don't know. She was fine in 1 minute and then she fell and I just gave her a hand to help her up, that's all.
Oh, okay. I might have overreacted. No biggie.
Really? And here I was, happy that you might have felt at least a bit jealous, because I feel like that when you talk to another guy.
Oh, you do? And why is that?
Because maybe I'm falling for you?
Me too. Saying that, Ian leaned in and kissed me. The following week, it seemed as if Ian and I were inseparable. I felt like I was on cloud 9. But Sookie, gosh, every time she'd see Ian and me together, her face would turn red as a tomato, as if I cared. One night, I was in my room ready to sleep when Sookie knocked on the door.
Hey, I was wondering, can we talk?
About whatever it is, make it fast.
Nora, I know I'm the perfect sister, and I guess I steal the spotlight from you a lot of times, but still, I am your sister. And I want to tell you that Ian, well, he isn't exactly the guy you think he is. He's sort of hit on me, and he's using you, Nora. He is.
Oh God, this was a new low for Sookie. I knew me being with Ian made her feel jealous, but this was way too much. Without even thinking, I grabbed her arm and shoved her out of the room. Sookie, you are not the sun. The world doesn't revolve around you. For once, it's about me. Stay back. I was fuming with anger. The next day, I woke up a little late for school, and when I reached there, I realized something was off. All eyes were on me. A girl told me to go to the gym room, and when I got there, I saw Sookie yelling at Ian, and he had a bruise on his eye.
Nora, thank God you're here. Your sister, she is crazy. She asked me to dig. I hate her instead of you, and when I said no, she punched me. She actually came at me. Everyone saw it. It was inches away, and she attacked me.
I would have also kicked you. Nora, this jerk. You know what?
Before Sookie could say anything more, I gave her a tight slap. I was so sick of her. What is wrong with you? Why can't you be happy for me? I hate you, Sookie. Don't ever talk to me again. Before things could escalate, the teachers took Sookie to the principal's office, and she got a much deserved for the stunt she pulled. And finally, for once at home, Mom and Dad grounded her. Though Sookie tried to talk to me many times, I totally shut her out. When she returned to school, she was dropped from the cheerleading squad and was always so quiet. The whole stress of Sookie and Ian had me so distracted that I wasn't even doing well in studies. I knew I didn't do well in the exams, and I was certain that I'd have to kiss that scholarship goodbye. But when the results for the 12th grade came in, I was stunned to see I had failed. This can't be happening. But how? There must have been some mistake. I went straight to the school. I was going to get my assignments and exam answer sheets tested, but when the teacher informed me that I had not submitted a couple of very important assignments, I felt the earth beneath me shatter, and to my shock, Ian was there with a grin on his face.
Oh my God, the look on your face, it's epic. Totally epic. Wait, let me take a picture and show you how fun it was. Nora, you were so easy to fool. I guess all girls are so easy to fool. Give them a bit of attention and they'll lose focus. And you know what? Your sister was onto me. She saw me throw your sorry excuse of an assignment in the bin instead of submitting it, but I played it so well that you didn't believe her.
I felt my ears burn. I was so going to get this butthead, but before I could lunge at him, someone jumped at Ian. It was Sookie.
You jerk. My sister deserved that scholarship. You won't go far in life by stepping on others. Karma will bite you in the butt, Ian. I'm going to tell the world what you did.
Good luck proving that.
I had to stop Sookie. She had already gotten one suspension because of Ian. Another meant expulsion. Sookie, believe it. He's not worth it. It's just a blood-sucking worm. When Ian left, Sookie hugged me, and I hugged her back. I was sad for weeks. I felt so depressed and just wanted to stay in my room all the time. The pang of betrayal was falling hard on me, seeing how homebound I was. Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, the same one we had been banned from. Just as I was going to take a bite from my burger, Sookie squeezed the ketchup bottle, and a load of ketchup landed on my face. Sookie, you idiot! Wait, I'll get you!
As if you can come on, let's see your aim.
Saying that, I did the same, and in no time our family was acting like the crazy we were. In the end, Dad had to pay for minor damages our family's catch-up fight caused. And guess what? We were banned again, but I didn't care. I felt alive after such a long time, and I knew Sooki totally did that on purpose. When the schools opened again, I felt ashamed to go back, but Sooki was by my side.
Hey, it's no big deal. I studied 11th grade twice. No worries. Try until you succeed.
She was so right about it. At the start, kids would tease me for repeating the same class, but in a few weeks they forgot about it. Well, I guess my winning streak was broken, because it took me 4 attempts in 12th grade to clear it. But when I did, I got into my favorite university. After graduation, Sooki and I opened a restaurant together, and guess what? It had a separate section for kids to go wild. One time, as we were closing up, we saw a homeless man and gave him some food. Just as he looked up at me, I was shocked to see it was none other than Ian. Ian, what happened then? Ian told me how he got into college and how a girl broke his heart, making him go into a depression and lose focus and failed miserably. Even his parents disowned him in the end. I knew it was karma, just like Sooki had said many years ago. I gave Ian a few dollars as we both walked towards home. Remember to always be kind. Before the story ends, I want to tell you that mealtime is a time to enjoy food, and we shouldn't disturb others during it. And throwing away someone else's test is not a good thing. We must respect their efforts. So, I married young. Nothing wrong with that, right? I was in love, but Prince Charming was more like boring. And who knew? Humiliating my stepsisters and stepmom would be the start of my troubles. I was a fool to think it would be a happily ever after. Hi, I'm Cinderella, and I'm from Germany. Growing up was tough. I was stuck cleaning all day, while my spoiled stepsisters, who thought they were big-time influencers with their 10 followers, attended glitzy events. They bossed me around like mean girls. Stepmom never defended me.
Jenny took my book again.
What do you need with a book? You have floors to scrub. Jenny needs it to wedge her window open. You know how her hair gets frizzy in the humidity.
I couldn't figure out why my stepmom treated me like this. She was supposed to have loved my dad, and he would have never wanted her to act this way toward me. I put up with it for ages, until things got interesting. My stepsisters were practically fainting over a massive palace party. Prince Charming was on the hunt for true love, and every girl, including me and my stepsisters, was head over heels for him.
At least my hair isn't frizzy like yours. Do you think he'll notice my wart?
Not unless he's asleep and I'm taking a fan for my hair. Thanks.
Prince Charming was so handsome, always being photographed, holding cute animals. We all had tickets to his party, and I pictured mine in a stunning ball gown, but I was in for a shock.
Why? You're not going, Cinderella? Only glamorous ladies get to dance with the prince, and your dress looks like it's a thread away from a dish rag. I'll be sure to warn the royal family. You're nothing but trouble.
They all laughed, and I was furious. I'd had enough and wanted my own independence and to find true love. I was just about to pack my bags when my auntie, who'd been out of town for ages, turned up. She had the latest couture dress in her suitcase. You know the rest. Epic glam makeover crush. The royal party, lost my shoe, and boom! Prince Charming goes on a shoe-fitting tour, and the next thing I know, we're married. I couldn't wait to start my new life with my wonderful Prince Charming. Big mistake. Prince Charming was a total fraud, more like Prince Alarming. Take our first royal engagement.
All right, you know the drill. Quick photo op. And if any animal comes up within 1 inch of me, I'll sue.
As it turns out, Prince Charming is allergic to animals. All the cute animals in his photos superimposed. Afterward, he was petting air. The worst part was he followed me around everywhere and was so clingy.
You are the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yep, same as an hour ago. Shouldn't you be examining royal policies or something?
That gets done for me. I can do whatever I like. We can do whatever I like. Shopping again? A holiday?
There's more to life than a pool, always being precise. Precisely 36 degrees. Don't you want to give something back?
The people are fine. What's wrong with enjoying the finer things? You'll never scrub floors again. You just don't believe you deserve it. But I do.
Royal life was not what I expected. Sure, it was fun, splurging on whatever I wanted and hitting up some epic parties. But it all felt so empty. Little did I know things were about to change. It all started with the arrival of my new assistant, Larissa. She was super pretty with flawless skin and those big blue eyes. Most of my assistants were usually a nervous wreck around me, but Larissa was cool and relaxed and seemed to know exactly what I needed even before I did.
Why? Cinderella,
Are you about to do your speech? You have spinach in your teeth.
Soon, we became good friends. We had a lot in common. I shared about what it was like growing up, how my stepsisters were mean and my stepmom hates me.
My dad only liked my brothers and hated that I was a girl. Said I was useless and not strong and practical like them. So I ran away. But luckily, I found this job. And you?
We goofed around the palace and read books in the library. She was the sister I never had. I even let her take some photos, as normally phones were banned in the palace, but she never posted them online. I totally trusted her. I began to confide about feeling lonely with Prince Charming.
I thought love would make me giddy, just like in the fairy tales.
We all deserve true love. Maybe you just weren't meant to marry the prince.
Then one day, Larissa showed me a photo she'd taken of Prince Charming with another girl. He was holding her arms, and she was wearing this enormous hat and her face hidden.
I'm sorry, but it's better to know the truth, right?
My heart dropped fast as I confronted him.
No, she was just a super fan. Security escorted her off and I gave her an autograph. I love you.
I'm not sure I believe you. I thought you'd have compassion and integrity. You're not even charming. Maybe Larissa is right and we shouldn't be together.
I'm your true love. I'll show you. Make it up to you.
You do realize you'll have to get out of your gaming chair to do that?
But soon, everything went crazy. The next day, every newspaper and social media site exploded with an article by Larissa Appleton, an undercover journalist who set me up. The witch! She became a huge TikTok star overnight. The article totally trashed me, making it look like I married Prince Charming for his money and to get my own reality TV show. And worse, how I couldn't stand Prince Charming anymore, or royal life. The royals were in an uproar, and protests erupted outside the palace, calling me an unfit future queen. His parents were humiliated and immediately banished me. To my surprise, Prince Charming came with me in solidarity.
You're crazy. You'll lose everything.
A chance for you to see I'm your true love. I know I always say you're beautiful, but it's more than that. Your kindness stood out. You say thank you open doors for people. You make me want to be kinder.
But it was hard to believe him. We moved into a tiny apartment with no money or possessions. I thought I'd give him a chance, but I spent over an hour teaching him how to boil a kettle, during which he managed to blow the electrics. It was tough.
See, this is why you have staff.
I wondered why my fairy tale had turned into such a disaster.
What would Larissa have against me? Was that photo with the other girl even real?
You missed it when her hat fell off and all the frizzy hair spilled out.
That's when I realized the girl in the photo was Jenny, and it hit me. Larissa was actually Carrie. She must have gotten rid of her wart, worn a wig, and used colored contacts. I'd had enough. I marched right over to my stepsister's house to confront them. As soon as the door opened, I was shocked to see my stepmom grinning.
Missing the muppin broom, are we?
Where are my stepsisters? And I thought we'd moved past all that.
Oh, did you? While you were prancing around on marble floors, we were shunned from society. My daughters had no chance of marrying anyone respectable. And you did nothing for us. No money, no bigger house. Not even a hand-me-down tiara? You should be grateful I didn't throw you out onto the streets.
You treated me like a servant and told me my dreams would never come true.
You see, all this time, I've been patient, biding my time. Then I came up with the perfect plan for revenge, and Carrie and Jenny were all too pleased to play along. I just needed to get you out of the picture so that Carrie could take your place. And once more, I'd have the power and influence I deserve.
But the prince doesn't love Carrie. He loves me.
You are so naive. You think I married your dad for true love?
That's why you treated me so badly growing up. You didn't care about him or me. Well, I won't let you do this to the prince.
I felt so angry. Oh wait, do I have feelings for Prince Charming too?
You're too late. I warned the royals about you at your wedding.
And they feel bad. They didn't believe me. Now we've struck a deal. If you disappear quietly and he marries Carrie.
Larissa won't release her new article tomorrow exposing his hatred for the people and his scandalous baked photos. It'll ruin him and they know it. So if you really love him, go.
Mortified, I stepped back as she slammed the door. I knew I couldn't do that to Prince Charming, and there was no way he'd want to humiliate his family anymore. So he would have to marry Carrie. Just then, there was a knock at the door. It was my auntie. Had she come to magically save me?
No, sweetie. I heard you were still in yesterday's outfit, so I brought you a Chanel. And remember, your dreams can come true.
Auntie dressed me up in a silky pink ball gown, and I hitched it up and ran to the palace. I patted the security dogs and slipped inside, where a huge party was in full swing to introduce Prince Charming's new future queen. There were my stepmom and stepsisters. My stepsisters soaking up the attention and posing for self-selfies. I looked down at my now muddy ball gown. Who was I kidding? It wasn't a queen. Carrie and Jenny had spent their whole lives dreaming of this. Then it hit me. I had my own dreams and deserved them. What was I doing here? I was about to leave when a security guard dragged me up and paraded me inside. My stepmom and stepsister's mouths dropped open.
I was gonna go. Please believe me. Don't hurt Prince Charming. I don't want him if he doesn't really love me anyway.
I deserve better, and I hope Carrie will be a great queen. I thought there would be yelling and punching and kicking, but unexpectedly, Carrie bowed her head.
He didn't show. I secretly met him to see if there was any real spark.
You did what? Even after the wart removal, all he talked about was you. And I want true love too. Honestly, I felt bad as I did have fun when we hung out when we were friends. I'm really sorry.
Do as you're told, Carrie. I want creme brulee and pate for supper, not crumbs.
Mom, you treat us just as bad as you did Cinderella. Everyone. I set Cinderella up and manipulated the article to make her look bad.
The crowd gasped.
When really she'd make a perfect queen one day. So caring and passionate.
But then I turned to see Prince Charming standing there. I was mortified.
It's okay. I'm going. Good luck with Carrie.
To my surprise, he knelt and kissed my hand. Then he addressed the crowd, admitting he doctored photos and didn't give the attention the community deserved. So my stepmom couldn't blackmail him anymore.
But I want to change. And it's only because I met my true love, Cinderella.
I felt all giddy. Jenny and my stepmom stormed off, while Carrie and I shared an awkward hug before she left. Turns out, he really was my Prince Charming after all. As for my stepmom and stepsisters, they moved away and lost a ton of followers. Karma's a digital age beast. And me? I'd still scrub floors if I had to. But let me tell you, everything's a lot more fun when you're wearing a crown.
Hi, I'm Ian from Canada. Please like and subscribe. I was born in a super rich family who owned a chain of restaurants. We pretty much had everything you could imagine except peace. My dad was a bad-tempered man who threw tantrums over the smallest things. Mom was soft-hearted and hardly ever spoke back. But my biggest problem was my bratty sister. Ariel was 2 years younger than me and 10 times worse than my dad. Once when I was 8, my parents took us to a wedding and I was playing with my cousins when I spotted Ariel being mean to a little boy whose family was poor. She snatched his lollipop and he started crying.
You can't eat that because you're ugly.
Ariel, give it back now.
No.
Just then, the boy's mom came and started shouting at Ariel, who went screaming to Dad and to him, and of course, he defended her.
How dare you yell at my daughter? She's saying the lollipop is hers and she would never steal from anyone.
But Dad, I was right here. I saw her.
Ian, this is your sister and you should be on her side, not this poor boy's.
Dad and Ariel were like two peas in a pod, and it was no wonder that he loved her more than me, and she always found a way to get me into trouble. Like in the 5th grade when Ariel joined my school, my parents asked me to look out for her on her first day, and I did exactly believe that. But as we were waiting for our car to pick us up, I suddenly turned around and saw she was gone. I looked for her everywhere in the school, but I couldn't find her. Feeling panicked, I had a school teacher call my parents, and soon after they arrived, Ariel came running from somewhere and flew into my dad's arms.
Mommy, Daddy, Ian Lucky in the storeroom. I was so scared.
I was stunned at how wicked she was. What? No, I didn't. Stop lying, Ariel. She cried even louder and Dad started yelling at me, but thankfully Mom took my side.
Calm down, Steve. Maybe he's telling the truth.
Ariel is only 7 years old. I don't think she knows how to lie yet. It's him.
I was grounded for a whole month because of the stunt of my sister pulled. She grew up to be the same wicked witch, and I became quiet and withdrawn from my family. I focused on doing well at school, and since I loved computers, I spent a lot of time teaching myself about them. I always thought it was a nerd, so I was surprised when I started getting attention from girls in the 10th grade. Even Ariel's friends were always staring at me and giggling, which was kinda creepy. One evening when I was studying for a big test, Ariel had some friends over, and they were playing music so loudly that I could hardly focus. I decided to go for a run, but just as I was changing my shirt, a girl flung open the door and stood staring at me.
Oops, I thought this was the bathroom.
You've been to our house before, and wouldn't you still knock?
You're so funny.
She giggled for no reason, and then Ariel came up behind her grinning.
Where are you off to?
Running away because you girls are so noisy.
We'll be quiet only if you agree to date my friend here.
What? Not doing that? I'm sure she's just like you. I ran away from there as fast as I could, but when I returned, I found Ariel crying in my room. Such a drama queen. Why can't you cry in your own room?
My best friend has been so depressed since her parents got divorced, and she's always crying and sniffling, and it's so annoying. Her puffy eyes are so ugly they can't be seen with her. So please date her and cheer her up just once.
I reluctantly agreed, they both leave me alone after that. So the next day after school, I said I'd meet her friend at a nearby milkshake shop. And when I got there, Ariel was also with her. Weirdest date ever. We ordered her drinks, and then this girl who was in my history class called Elsa came with our milkshakes. Ariel took one sip of her drink and spat it out.
Ooh, I said bubblegum milkshake, not strawberry. Must be extra stupid for getting it wrong.
And then she threw the glass on the floor and told Elsa to clean it up. Have you lost your mind? You can't treat people like this.
Dad is so right about you. Being a softie will get you nowhere, brother. And you stupid girl, don't just stand there. Get me a new milkshake.
You're pathetic. I ran after Elsa to check if she was okay, and I found her crying in the back alley. I'm so sorry about my sister. She's a real piece of work.
Yeah, it's not the first time she's done this.
But you shouldn't allow her to bully you like this.
I have no choice. My boss says customers come first and I can't afford to lose this job. It pays my school fees.
I didn't know much about Elsa because she always hid her face behind her long hair and never spoke in class. And because of what my sister did, I offered to buy her lunch at school. When I sat with her in the cafeteria the next day, the entire school had their eyes on us because this was the first time I was seen with some girl. While we talked, she kept looking down. I lifted her chin up gently and pushed her hair behind her ears. I was amazed at how beautiful she was. Wow, you're lovely. You shouldn't hide your face like that.
Thank you. You're the first person here who's been this nice to me, but I think people are looking at you wondering why some rich and handsome guy like you is sitting with a waitress.
I couldn't care less about what they're thinking, but they're probably all looking at you. I started hanging out with her every day and found myself falling for her fast. I like how Elsa was gentle and soft-spoken, but she also had a fun, quirky side that was adorable. But one evening when I got home, Dad was waiting for me in the living room, with Ariel by his side.
Your sister tells me you're dating some poor girl. Is this true?
Ariel is crazy. How do you judge a person without even knowing where they're from?
Because she's a waitress, stupid.
You're stupid because you keep poking your nose in my business. Just then, Mom walked in after some errands, and Dad told her to make him tea. Mom just walked into the house, and you're already giving her orders.
It's okay, Ian. I don't mind.
No, Mom, it's not okay. These two are always bullying us around, and now they're telling me who I can and can't date.
That's because this girl he likes is a gold digger.
I'm not letting you embarrass us by being with some beggar. What will people think?
That sounds like your problem because I don't care. And guess what? She's coming over for dinner this weekend and you will be nice to her. If you don't agree, Dad, I will drop out of school and move out, and you can find another son to help you with the business. Business. Dad knew that I was smarter than his precious daughter, and he needed me to take over his business one day. So he had no choice but to give in. The next day, when I invited Elsa over, she looked gorgeous and really nervous.
I'm so scared to meet your parents.
Don't worry. We'll be just fine and he'll love you. Mom did seem to, but Dad and Ariel glared at her.
So Ella, is it?
Elsa, sir.
What do your parents do?
I don't have parents. I live with my grandmother and I take care of her.
So basically you're poor.
Ariel, that's very rude.
I kicked my sister under the table and she cried out angrily and stormed out of the room. Sometime later, Elsa excused herself to go to the bathroom, and Mom told her it was upstairs. She was gone for a while, so I decided to check on her. And I stopped short when I found her in my parents' room opening Mom's jewelry box. Elsa, what are you doing here?
Ian, you startled me. And oh, this isn't what it looks like. I promise your sister came out of your parents' bedroom, shoved this diamond ring in my hand, and told me to leave. She ran off before I could say anything, so I just came here to put it back. I don't know what's going on.
Liar?
We turned around to see Ariel in the doorway.
She's lying. I never gave her the ring. Mom, Dad, we have a thief in the house.
Shut up, Ariel. But the two had already come up running, and Elsa looked scared out of her wits.
Check her bag. I'm telling you, she's a thief.
Ariel suddenly snatched Elsa's bag, and as it fell to the ground, a lot of Mom's jewelry fell out. I didn't know what to think.
Gets out of our house before we call the police.
Elsa ran out crying, and I was too shocked to even run after her. If she needed money so badly, she could have asked me for help. There had to be some reason she felt she had to steal. But I never saw her again. She just didn't come to school after that, and when I asked the school admin, they told me she transferred to another school. Ariel and her friend were over the moon.
My friend is still available if you want to date her.
No thank you, and you should focus on school. Your math teacher spoke to me today and told me you're failing badly.
Oh, I'm the most beautiful girl in this school, and I don't think I'm going to use math in my modeling career.
Ariel did fail high school, and for the first time, Dad was so disappointed in her she couldn't get a job anywhere, not even as a model. So she ended up working as a waitress in one of Dad's restaurants where I was the manager. I had so much fun bossing her around. Ariel, the customers are waiting.
Well, do something about it.
I'm the manager. Go see to the customers now.
Daddy, Ian's being mean to me?
He's just doing his job, so please do yours. I'm already doing you a favor because you're not a very good waitress.
Ariel looked ready to explode.
Oh, so Ian's your favorite child now, Dad. How about we tell him about the time you plotted with me to get rid of his girlfriend, Elsa?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Dad asked me to slip Mom's jewelry into Elsa's bag. Duh. And he also found out where she lived and gave her grandmother money to take Elsa to another school.
I couldn't believe my ears. I looked at Dad for answers, but he didn't show an ounce of guilt.
Yeah, so I only did it for you. Ian, there are plenty of girls out there, and I didn't want you to be trapped by a poor one.
I quit my job that very moment, and before I moved out of the house, Mom gave me a check for a huge amount of money.
Ian, I've been saving up money secretly for years, and I want you to have this. Use it wisely, son.
Mom, thank you so much, and you're coming with me.
Sweetheart, I have more money saved, and now that you kids are old enough, I'm leaving your father and moving to Bali. It's time I lived my life.
I'm so happy for you, Mom. I used the money to start my own IT company, which became very successful over the years. The only thing missing in my life was love. Then one day at the grocery store, I was standing in line at the counter when I spotted a black-haired girl ahead of me. It was Elsa. Cashier was telling her that her card wasn't working, and she looked really bothered. How much is it? I'll pay. Elsa turned around and stared at me in shock, and then she looked mad.
No need, I'll come and buy these things later.
She left her grocery cart and walked off quickly, and I followed. Elsa, please wait.
Go away, Ian. I don't need your help. I'm not poor now, by the way. Something just went wrong with my card. I know what my family did.
I know. And I'm so sorry. Look, you don't have to forgive me or have anything to do with me. I'd just like to help you out right now. Let me pay, please. She calmed down a bit and we went back inside to clear her bill. Then she briefly thanked me and left, but I just couldn't stop thinking about her for days. A week later, I was watching TV at home when I heard the doorbell, and I was shocked to find Elsa standing there. Elsa, you're the last person I was expecting.
I felt I owed you dinner as a thank you for the other day, and I just wanted to say that I forgive you. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? So here I'm giving you one.
Her smile made my heart skip a beat, and I gently pushed her hair away from her face. You're still the most beautiful girl I've ever met.